Howdy, buckaroos. This your old pal Gabby Hayes, coming at you with another one of them rip-roaring western yarns. You're darn tootin'. Yes, sirree, Bob. Oh, boy, am I full. I had a good meal. And ain't nothing I like better than a good meal. You know, that kind of reminds me of an old uncle of mine, Chuck Wagon Hayes, he was known as. Ha! He was the greatest cook in the whole United States. And Texas. Yes, sir. He didn't cook for, just one ranch. He cooked for 400 ranches at the same time. Yeah, was nothing for him to cook 100,000 loaves of bread, nothing like. Well, sir, he got so famous. You know what he done? All he done was just traveling around the country and learn people how to cook. Well, one time he was traveling through the woods and it got dark and he hitched his horses to a tree and got his bedroll out and went to sleep. Woke up in the middle of the night, saw the strangest sight you ever laid your eyes on. There all around him was a bunch of animals. Lions, tigers, giraffes, hippopotamuses, mooses, everything. And every one of them had a pot and a pan in his hand. Well, you know my uncle, he was a Hayes, smart, you know. He knowed what they wanted right away. Yeah, they wanted cooking lessons. Ha! What's the matter, don't you believe it? Huh? Well, who do you think makes animal crackers? Folks or something? Shucks, I'm surprised at you. Oh, say, I reckon it's about time we got along with our yarn here. It's about 3 rangers who stepped in to help the sheriff who was having a little mite of trouble with a mysterious killer known as the Whispering Skull.
Came near making an awful mistake, boys. Trying to hang that peddler for the skull.
Oh, come. He looks like the skull to me.
Maybe so, but we would have left ourselves with no one to blame a lot of things on.
Meaning what?
That sheriff down the road is beginning to get in our way. Now, if something were to happen to him, we'd get a new one. Maybe someone who'd play our way. Who do you think would be blamed for the sheriff's accident?
Why, we would.
No. The Whispering Skull.
Hey, Judge. I want to have a talk with you.
What's up, Island?
Maybe we'd better find out.
You want this private, or can they all listen?
There's nothing private about it, Judge. I want you to sign that warrant.
What's the idea, Marvin, asking me to sign a warrant for the arrest of the skull when we don't know who we're looking for?
We know who we're looking for. The Whispering Skull. Sign it so I can serve it. Well, I'm waiting, Judge. I'll serve this between now and midnight. No, boys, I'll serve it alone.
something funny about that. Marvin riding out with a warrant to serve on the skull alone.
Yeah, did you notice the judge didn't want to sign it? I've been suspicious of the judge all along. He looks like the skull to me.
If Marvin thought he had the skull in the judge, would he be riding out of town looking for him?
I thought myself the judge acted kind of funny. Oh, he's always like that. Suspicious of everything and everybody.
Well, I sure hope he don't look my way. Once was enough for me.
Let's have a talk with the judge.
You all go first.
Come on in, Mike. Have a drink with us.
No, thanks. I gotta get back to the office.
No judge in there.
Another brown rock. Yeah. It's just like the one that Leif Jeffers had in his hand when he was killed.
Yeah?
Don't look like much, do they?
Where's Duke Walters?
He's in his office.
Duke, come out here. I want to talk to you.
Sheriff was a mighty brave feller playing a lone hand against the skull. But before he could turn around, a shot brought him down. Everybody left him for dead except Dave Wyatt and the doctor, who picked him up and hid him.
What do you think, Doc?
He has a chance. It's a slim one, but a chance.
Hey, how close are we getting our hands on the skull?
Very close. If the sheriff lives and talks.
The sheriff lives.
Mm-hmm. I've been with Doc Humphreys. We made a little discovery. Found that Marvin was still alive.
Oh. So it was you who moved him?
That's right, with the doc. We took him into the cellar under the empty store and operated. Got the bullet. Looks like he's got a chance to pull through.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
Well, we didn't have time, and minutes counted. And if the skull knew he was still alive, he might make another try and this time finish him.
Well, let's get back. Be there when Marvin comes to. Maybe you can tell us who shot him.
Your skull idea, all right. Nobody suspects us in any way.
Not even Texane.
No. So long as nobody knows who the real skull is, we might as well keep the blame on his shoulders for everything we do.
Yeah, but what are we going to do when the real...
Well, we won't have to worry about that after tonight. Eilers, you make sure you get that strong box off the stagecoach tonight. We'll have enough money to buy up that range property with the rocks on. We'll all be rich.
What do you make of that, Tex? Well, they're up to something, but what? I wonder what Ellen's doing out here. I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
Unhook your horses and take them down the road.
One of Duke Walter's men.
Well, what do you know about that? Say, I don't mind going back now we got the skull.
He isn't the real skull.
He ain't.
What are his chances, Doc?
Good. I'm glad you're here. Marvin's been trying to talk. Don't worry, Ellen. Your dad's going to pull through. Just sit here quiet.
Duke, stage just got in. Something's going wrong.
I'll say something's gone wrong.
We'd better start heading for new parts.
And leave what we know is $1 million laying around loose on the ground? Oh, no. Why, that's Isla's.
Yep, you've had the skull in your camp all along and didn't even suspect it.
Well, who would? Well, we can all rest easy now that you got him, Marshal.
Oh, I didn't get him. Another skull shot him.
Another skull?
Yeah.
Well, sir, it was beginning to look like anyone and everyone was the Whispering Skull. Our ranger friends almost had him once, but lost him in the hills. Things seemed to be going from bad to worse when all of a sudden something mighty exciting happened. The real skull showed up.
I saw the judge leave town the same time you did, Duke. He hasn't come back.
I've had him pegged for the skull from the start, and you know it.
You're right, Carter. The judge is the skull, and he killed Islas.
They surprised me. My back was turned. I looked over my shoulder and saw Duke. He fired. That's all I remember.
I'm going to call for a showdown with the judge and rip that mask off his face.
I want to talk with you, Duke.
I want to talk with you too, Judge. Just a moment.
show, Donehue.
Mike Corp. You haven't got anything on me?
What did you run for? Go back to town. You got some explaining to do.
Mike here found a lot of these rocks on the range. He thought they were diamonds. He wanted to buy the land cheap, so as the skull, he tried to frighten the ranchers into selling. Those he couldn't scare, he killed.
Duke found some of the stones, tried to beat the skull at his own game. What they both didn't know was that these kind of diamonds are worthless.
We'll hold the whole kit and caboodle for trial.
Adios, Judge. So long, Doc.
Bye, Dave. Good luck. Bye, Dave. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Tex. Good luck.
Goodbye.
Judge, I owe you an apology.
I owe you one too, Doc.
Hey, that was quite a chase, that skull game, them fellers, wasn't it, huh? Oh, boy, it was something. Kind of reminded me of an old uncle of mine. Jack Rabbit Hayes, they called him. There was the greatest horseback rider in the West. He could ride faster than anybody. Well, he was great for playing jokes, too, you know. He was one time he got 400 or 500 of his friends together, and they was going to have a race. Well, sir, they started. They hadn't been going over 2 minutes before he left them 600 miles behind. Well, he just got going so fast, he got through Arizona and Texas before you could wink an eye. Kept right on going. He couldn't stop his horse, you know, they was going so fast. Well, finally, they seen the Atlantic Ocean ahead of him, and he knowed he had to stop. So he pulled that horse back like that and stopped him. Well, of course, great clouds of steam was coming out of that horse's nostrils. It was awful cold, and as the steam come out, it just froze in great big hunks just hard as a rock. And the wind blew them right out in the Atlantic Ocean. And they stayed right there, too. Awful dangerous to boats. They was the first icebergs the world has ever known. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, I reckon that's just about all for today, buckaroos. But I'll be back next week with another rip-roaring Western yarn. You're darn tootin'. Yes, sirree, Bob.